Hello everyone, I'm Christian and I'm thrilled to be able to share my experience and journey of gaining an understanding of ADHD. What does ADHD mean to me personally? At first, confusion. The ability to focus on a particular subject or event and totally ignore or have a lack of interest in all others. My impulsive behaviour would have me act on certain thinking, feelings, without allowing me to process the pros, cons of the situation. This would lead me to believe I was correct in my thinking and behaviours, and I would also own them as they were mine. This would have me engaging in risky behaviours, and I have no doubt I was exploited by others, especially as I was always being the one to blame. Not having the ability to think things through, being impulsive, risk taking, mood swings, and at times low self esteem, difficulty in managing social relationships, situations with others. These are many of the facets of my ADHD and how it affected me personally. How would I describe my journey? In the end, rewarding, but let's start from the beginning. From a young age, I excelled in maths. I could see patterns and work things out quickly. My arithmetic was second to none. However, besides maths, sports was the only subject at school I put my full concentration into, which I enjoyed as it gave me a release. Other subjects like English, science, history, I just couldn't concentrate in the same way. I was mischievous, restless, and disruptive to others in class. Many times my mother would receive phone calls and attend school due to my behaviour, but really my brain did not work like everyone else's. During my early teenage years, I moved to America, Houston, Texas, with my brother and father. This lasted for not even 2 years, after being excluded from multiple schools, and upon my return to England, I completed my schooling via home tuition after being expelled yet again. When it came to homework and later in college courses, I struggled to stick with them, just doing enough to get by. My impulsivity shaped my life a lot. Throughout my early adult life, I made decisions without thinking of the consequences. This led me into the criminal justice system and even prison. At the time, I didn't understand why I kept on repeating the same mistakes. Much later, in my early 40s, I received an ADHD diagnosis. This was a turning point in my life, as it gave me the time to reflect that, hey, maybe this wasn't entirely my fault. Moving forward and receiving medication, I acquired the understanding that gave me the stability and clarity I never had before. I have now successfully managed to maintain the same job for 4 years, working in the offshore wind industry, which in turn gives me great confidence and belief in myself. Finally, and more importantly, I am now engaged to be married and am a father figure to 2 young adults. I truly do believe the turning point was the ADHD diagnosis and trust in the process of treatment and medication. Looking back, what do you wish more people understood about living with ADHD? So looking back now, one of the biggest things I wish people understood about ADHD is that it isn't just the latest buzzword or trendy label. It's been a lifelong reality for me, not something that suddenly appeared because it's popular to talk about. And when I think about it, there are a few key things I really wish people would know. I think one of the biggest misunderstandings is that ADHD is often seen as laziness or a lack of intelligence, and that's just not true. If it wasn't that I didn't care or wasn't trying, it's that my brain worked differently. But when I was told over and over again that I was not trying hard enough. It chipped away at my self-esteem. Another thing I wish people knew is just having how much effort it takes to keep up with daily life. Things that might look simple for others, organising daily routines, finishing off any particular task, even just remembering the basics can feel like climbing a mountain for someone with ADHD. What I would like people to see is that the amount of energy it takes behind the scenes. Then there's the emotional side, which for me is massively overlooked. ADHD isn't just about focus, it's about how strongly we feel things. Rejection, frustration, and impulsivity can really hit hard when you don't yet have the tools or the support to manage them. But I also wish people to see the positives ADHD comes with: creativity, quick thinking, problem solving, energy. With the right support and understanding, those strengths can really shine. And maybe the most important thing of all is how life-changing the right diagnosis and treatment can be. For me, getting diagnosed gave me a way to finally understand myself instead of blaming myself. And with that understanding, I've been able to live a productive life, keep a job, build relationships, and actually look forward rather than constantly being stuck in the past. What I really want people to understand is that ADHD is real, it's lifelong, and it comes with both challenges and strength. With the right support, people like me can not only manage but can also thrive. And that's why understanding matters, because it changes lives. What message would you like to share with others who might be on a similar journey? I want to start this by offering support and encouragement to anyone who's on a similar journey with ADHD. The person I was at the beginning of the process is not the person I've become today. With a greater knowledge and understanding, and with acceptance from others, I was able to propel myself forward. For me, once I understood my ADHD, and once I received acceptance instead of ongoing confusion, I was able to grow into a person I never thought I could be. That shift from confusion and self-blame to clarity and self-acceptance completely changed my life. I want to reassure anyone listening, you are not alone. So many people are walking this path, and it's not about shame, it's about progress, becoming this new version of yourself. This has been a fulfilling journey, learning how to overcome life's challenges with the new skill set I now have an understanding of. I've been able to achieve massive, substantial benefits in my own life, from holding down a steady job to maintaining relationships to build a future I never thought possible. And it is possible for me, it's possible for you too. So my message is simple: keep going, keep learning, keep growing, and keep reaching out for support. ADHD doesn't define you, but understanding it can empower you, give you a newfound confidence, and with that understanding, may you become the new you.